Hello everybody. Okay, we're gonna do some mail. As I mentioned on my last mail video, I had envelopes and stuff I needed to open. I just want to thank everybody for being here, and if there are any new subscribers on board, thank you for being here. I hope you stay with us on this Bigfoot journey. It literally has been a journey since I started. Because I remember the first time I went out with my camera, that was going on 5 years ago. There was two there, a big male and a female, and they didn't know what I was doing. And there I am in the middle of the forest speaking to myself, and the big male come up behind me, and the female was off to my right. It was my first camera experience, right? So I was trying to stay focused and pay attention to what I was talking to and how I was holding the camera, and I felt them there. And they were very curious. They'd get a few growls and grunts after the next time, and about the third and fourth time I went out there with the camera. They just weren't sure about it, right? And now, it's a totally different story. It's an entirely different story now. When I go out there, I really believe that they come and they want to be a part of this. It's kind of interesting to watch the progression. I'm sure the ones that have been here the longest from the very beginning have seen this. I won't ramble too long. I do have a still image that I want to share with you at the end of this video, so please watch all the way through. All of this is important. I appreciate you guys watching from the beginning until the end. When you see the ads come up, let them play for a few seconds before you skip, because it does help. We get a few cents on the dollar every time an ad comes up in our videos, right? It helps us as YouTube creators. I just heard a howl, but I have the nature channel on my TV, and either that come from the TV or that come from outside my window. It is after midnight. I just come in from the gifting site, but I do appreciate you guys watching from beginning till end. Like I say, it does help us as channel creators make a few cents on a dollar every time an ad is played, right? It's not a lot of money, but it does help us to keep doing what we're doing. And I do have the membership. If there's anybody wanting to join the membership, that too helps me do this full time. I'd like to have my channel up front and first and not put it second, because then if I put it second, there'll be less videos, there'll be less content. I won't have the time. I'll have to go and look for another means of an income, right? So hopefully I can get to a point where it's comfortable enough that I can just stay focused on Swan Lake, bring you the story, take you with me on my journey, and keep the content coming, right, on a regular basis. So that is important. But we will get into this mail. Kind of exciting. Before we get into it, there's one piece of mail, and I couldn't quite make out the name. Yeah, see, I'm having difficult making it out, and I apologize, but you sent the envelope, and I believe there was a pin in this envelope, but when I got it, you see the tear there? I'll read the little letter, and again, I apologize. This wasn't my doing, and I believe this is from, it might be Tony. It says, "Hello, Robert, just a little note to go along with the pin. This is where I live in the world. I love what you are doing with the big furries. Your manner is very calm and soothing. It's no wonder they respond. Keep it up, Tony." I believe it's Tony. I don't want to put your return address there, but if you recognize your envelope and your note, the pin didn't make it. And I almost got mad at the mail lady, but then I thought it probably wasn't her. It probably happened along the journey, right? Somehow. I think it's coming from Alabama, if this is Tony. I didn't like seeing that, but I can't do much about it. But I just wanted to let you know that your envelope did come, but the pin didn't make it. And I think because they do, I mean, they're feeling stuff, right? And they got to know what's in the envelope. And sometimes they do. I've had mail that's been opened and retaped. And that does happen, just for those that don't know. If you can, and if you can afford it, try again. Maybe put it in a double envelope. A lot of the subscribers that have sent the pins have actually taped things down and secured them pretty good so they can't move or be lost. So that's another thing to think about. I apologize again. Okay, but we'll move forward. Big one. This one here. And we'll get into that one first. This one is coming from Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Okay. Oh, we got some goodies in there. Good and tasty. I think these are... Oh, this is for Sammy. I better... Oh, what am I doing? I need to read here. There's gotta be a note. Yeah, there's the pin. That looks like... Florida. Pineda, Florida? Let's see. From Kathy. Alright. August the 1st, 23. Sometimes it takes quite a while for the mail to get you. Mind you, some of these, about 3 of these have been here for about a week. Because my last mail day, some of them were here, and I was going to wait till, because the last 2 kind of took me a little bit longer to go through. I was going to wait to do these, and then I got 2 or 3 more pieces of mail after that yet. So I apologize. I thank you for your patience. I get rambling too, and then there's things to share with you, all right? I got a picture that I want to share with you. It was when Sam and I were down at the mint patch, and if you all remember, right towards the end of the video, I got in front of the mint patch, the way into the mint patch, where the trail is, and I heard a rush of movement coming up behind me, and Sam, he almost yelped, and he took off, like he took off home. I love Sam. Even though all of that energy, because animals are hypersensitive, even though he's going through that, he still stays. In certain scenarios, in certain times, like that rush, I heard the running, I heard the movement coming fast to me from behind me, and that was just a little bit too much for him, and I don't blame him. I don't call him back. I never tether him to me with a leash or anything like that. If he needs to leave, he needs to go, right? And then he goes, and I won't force him. And just like out there, I don't leash him, I don't hold him, I don't tether him to me. If he needs to go home, he goes home, and I'm fine with that. Kathy, I'm sorry. This is coming from Kathy from Florida. Hi, Robert. I hope this note finds you, Sammy, and all the other critters doing well. I am excited that a small part of me will be going into the trees with you and Sammy. Robert, would you be able to show us a close-up video of your many pins? Yes, I will. I'm actually planning on doing that. A whole video just about the pins, and thank you for teaching us many things about Bigfoot and Canada. Much love from Florida, Kathy. Good penmanship. Oh my goodness. That's good writing. I'm going to go back to this first package I pulled out. Good source of protein with premium chicken, with wholesome duck, with hearty chicken liver. Good and tasty bites, that's called. Ritz peanut butter. Peanut butter. Oh, some more. Oh, more. And what does this? Motts. Assorted fruit. What are those? Okay. That is on the TV. That's a wolf. That's a wolf. Okay. Oh my goodness, it just kind of freaked me out a little. Okay, I gotta open these. Fruit veggie juice. I'm gonna open one. I'm gonna try one. I love the sound of wolves. A lot of people, it freaks them out, it scares them, but we grew up hearing them all the time. Like where we live here right now, we used to be at the end of the road, and it was nothing but forest for miles and miles and miles. And then as people start buying the land, the farmers come in and they cleared so much of this land away. But when we grew up, when I was just young and when I was little, when I had my first Bigfoot experience and I was 4 years old, in around that time, almost every night we would hear wolves and go to sleep hearing wolves, right? It was such a part of my childhood. And then when my father would take us to the trap lines to where his trappers' cabins were along the river, where I take you guys on that river. On that same river, that's where his trap lines were. And we would spend from the month of June when we got out of school all the way till the month of September. We'd be back just a couple days before school started. But that's what we were doing. We were in the bush and along the rivers and all through the summer months, and down there where our cabins were, wolves. Every night we go to sleep listening to the wolves, and it is, I guess if you're not used to it, it can be scary because people there too. There's so many negative and narratives being pushed about wolves that aren't true. You don't see them, rarely do you see them, and like I say, rarely do they have or want anything to do with humans, because they're very, very smart. They're very intelligent. They are the apex of their species, like all other canines derived from wolves, right? That says a lot right there. But anyway, wolves, I love them, and they were just on the nature channel here. It was nice to hear them. Okay, boy, I ramble. Okay, these are good. They're like little soft jube type, almost like those fruitations. Yeah, those are good. Thank you very much, Kathy. Your pin is on my backpack and will be with me. Okay, next, let's see. Do I have, I forgot I had those. Mr. Wolf. Hello, Steve. I was just talking about wolves. Wow, that's crazy. Mr. Wolf. That's crazy. It's just, I just had a big discussion about wolves, and I see Steve Wolf. Okay. I think we're in. We are in. Oh, yes. He did send I did actually, he did give me a heads up that he was going to send these, and it's a friend of his. She makes them. She hand makes these, and if you want to, I think she does have her own YouTube channel and a webpage. I'll put it up on the screen here. You can check her out. It's a friend of Steve's. That is so cool. The wolves, he sends me homemade pins. I believe this is made out of wood. And he's got a wolf, and it says loves SLB. It's got a little pin in the back. You see that? Very nice. Thank you, Steve. Very, very much. And in that, he is in Indiana. Okay. Let's go to this one. Australia. From the land down under. Oh my goodness. Wow. All kinds of little goodies in here. Let's see. Look at that. Okay. You think I'd learn this by now? I need to read before I start looking. I get so excited about all the stuff that's coming through here. But I gotta show you something. Look at this. Wow. You could see through that. Okay. Quit it, read. There must be a letter here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. I love peacock feathers. That is a peacock feather. I need to read here. All right, Paula. She has on the back of the envelope, hope you like the rocks. The flat one has a lovely scene in it, and the orange one is from Pilbara, district located in Western Australia where the dirt is red. So this is why it has an orange tinge to it. Peacock feather. Yes, peacock feather. There. Okay. A nice pretty card. Hello, Robert. A big thank you for making your videos. They are a refreshing change to how these creatures are portrayed and resonate with how I believe they live and live amongst us. It's lovely to see the area you live in and the changing seasons like the snow. I live at the southern tip of Victoria with Wilson's Promontory National Park. Another beautiful part of the world, and if you are able to look it up, it is lovely. Looking forward to your Q&A videos. And one question I would like to ask is, what do you believe they eat? That's a good question. I do have some thoughts and things that I know, and I have a theory on that. What do you believe they eat? Wasn't sure if you get to see any remnants of their diet. I love the photos you take and are astounded how they are always with you and watching. A big pat for Sam. All the best, Paula. Very nice. Okay, so we do have in the package, so we had the crystal or the stone there. It's like when you remember those things you used to get and you move it and it changes what you're looking at. It's very similar in that stone. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, there's your pin. Oh, I gotta get in there and I gotta get in there. So excited about the pins. So excited about the pins. Very, very pretty. Paula, your pin is on my backpack. I'll try to zoom in on that. Okay, it's a wooden magnet. A wooden magnet. Wonderful. Okay, thank you very, very much, Paula. Again, your pin is on my backpack. Your pin is on my backpack. You're good to go. We're good to go. Okay. Awesome stuff. Amazing. Oh, look at this. Where's this coming from? Let's see. Okay. Susan. Another Florida. Another Floridian. I think, is that what you say? Floridian? Susan from Florida. But look, check this out. Keep Alberta safe. That is awesome. That is awesome. You know, if you go to the Canadian Mint, we actually have, like, I'm not sure if it's a quarter or maybe it's a dollar coin. It's got a Bigfoot on it. They actually have a Bigfoot on some of our money. That says a lot. That does say a lot. Okay. Here we go, Susan. Okay, I'm going to read the letter first before I look at anything. Hello, Robert. I hope this note finds you well since Alberta is in the news with the wildfires. I pray you and your family are safe from the devastation. It is sad thinking of how many Bigfoot are being displaced in those woods that burned. It is, and all the other animals too. Like, you know what bothers me is all the little ones and the ones that aren't fast enough to get out of there, right? Because some of those fires, they move so fast. If anybody's been near them or have seen them burn, my mom, when they lived way up north where our reserve is from, when they still lived up there, they got in the middle of 2 fires, and my mother said when my grandmother took all of them down near to the river, to this river that they lived near, and they soaked hides, moose hides, like tanned hides. They soaked these tanned hides in blankets and put them on them because the fires come so fast. But she said when those 2 fires come and they met, she said it was the loudest sound she had ever heard. It was like a clap of thunder right there. And she said it even shook the ground. She said it was the craziest thing, one of the craziest things she's ever experienced. But they had to literally lay almost in the water But the river was so high that they couldn't go in the river either, right? It was a very, very close call. But yeah, I think of like, and she was telling me how fast those fires moved. They didn't have time. They didn't have time to escape, or the only thing my grandmother, my mom's mother, could think of doing was get to the water and covered them all with soaked blankets so that if there was any sparks or anything like that, it wouldn't burn them, right? Yeah, scary stuff. Rambling about that in the middle of your letter. I'm sorry, Susan, but it just got me thinking about the displacement of the Sasquatch and of all the other wildlife that's out there, right? And the crazy, and what's even more bothersome is that it's like I mentioned in a couple of other videos, we know now our Alberta Premier, she represents our province, she said over 80% of these fires were started by humans. It was because of people, just horrible people, right? No consideration for nobody or anything. Those are scary people. Okay, since you already have my Florida pin on your backpack, and it pleases me so much to see it, I am sending another pin of your loyal dog Sammy so he can also go to the places you don't normally take him. What? Okay, I gotta look at that. Okay. I also tucked in blueberry seeds. If you know how to grow them in your area, I thought maybe when they are sprouting, they could be placed near your home gifting bowls, so when they grow up, the Bigfoot will have an extra gift. Wow, that's such a good idea. They are very tiny, so if you don't want to bother with them, just throw them in the wind. Your travels to the four areas have provided us with so much feedback. It amazes me to watch your camera captures. The Bigfoot obviously feel safe with you amongst them and have given you glimpses into their private domain. I love seeing the babies, and that proves the mother's trust in you. Your flute music is very peaceful and a wonderful way to announce your arrival. My husband has taken up playing a similar flute as he loves it and hopes to be as good as you at playing it. We'll see. She's got a little smiley face there. Take care, my friend, and stay safe. See you in the trees. Your friend in Florida, Susan. Wow. He will. The flute playing. Once you find your place within the flute, it's like you come together with you and that instrument. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. We got a Bigfoot sticker, which is awesome. I should plaster these all over my truck, right? Doheny, New York City. That might have been outside. That might have been outside. Not sure. Okay. I hear something. Okay, let's go in here. That is so nice. And that looks just like Sam. That looks just like Sammy. Yeah, Sammy. Okay, and oh, here are the seeds. I will try to plant these. I'll go online and do a little research about starting blueberry seeds, right? All right, Susan, thank you very, very much for everything. Very, very good. And tell your husband to keep playing. Don't give up. It was originally a courting instrument, like the native men would play, like if they were dating or if they were interested in a woman, they would go and sit outside the teepee or outside the lodge, and they would, in a way, serenade the one they wanted to be with. And they were love songs, right? That's that instrument was originally used to play love songs, and it was a courting. They call it, some of them do call it a courting flute, right? Yeah, so it's all about the heart and emotions when you play them. So tell them not to give up and good luck. Last one. We're on the last one. And this is coming from, there we go, Belgium. It's pretty amazing. This is pretty amazing. Where I'm at right now, even with the amount of subscribers, I never thought that that's where I would be. I mentioned it in earlier videos that when I first started this, I thought if I can reach, I think 200 at one point, and then I got to 200. I was thinking, okay, if I can get to 500 people, that would be just amazing, right? And then we're sitting over 8,000 people, 8,200 and some subscribers. Wow, right? They were coming from all over the world. These packages with the pins and the gifts, and I don't know. I'm overwhelmed in a good way, not in a bad way. And I do feel, trust me, I do feel, being an empath, every envelope I open, I am picking up little bits, right? Little bits of all of you. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. Again, I thank you. One of my weaknesses, Belgian chocolates. I will eat them. I will eat them. See, I'm doing it again. I need to, if there's a letter in there, I need to read the letter. Oh, here we go. We do got a card. And there is a little note in the back. Okay. Hello, Robert, and greetings from Belgium. I couldn't find a pin, but a key ring. I figure you could hang from your backpack. A treat for you and Sam. All the best, Leo. Just something from home. Very nice. Beef sticks for Sammy, made of lamb, no grain, extra vitamin, 90% extra meaty beef sticks times 2. Put it this way. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I thank you very much, Leo. Very, very much. And I can use that. I could still connect that to maybe one of the zippers on my backpack. I'll use it. It'll go with me. It will go with me. So you are on my backpack. We'll make it work. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. So again, if there's anybody else that wants to send me their pin or a letter, even a letter. All right, there you go. That was it was a good mail day. And again, thank you all for all of these wonderful things. Again, like I say, I am overwhelmed with everybody's kindness. And my way to give back to all of you is to keep doing what I'm doing as much as I can and as long as I can. I'll leave it there. Everybody stay safe, take care. And again, thank you all for being here. And if there's any new subscribers, I appreciate you being here. We're gonna get into this image that I want to share with you. And it's pretty amazing. I feel so blessed and grateful that they are willing to come forward. And just let us see, even if it's a glimpse, right? Even if it's just a glimpse. And they do, it's confirmation. They'll give us the wood knocks and the vocals to let us know, yep, we're here with you, we're here. And it's amazing. And it's an amazing experience. I wish more could experience this in this way, right? Not all the negative narratives and rhetoric that's being pushed out there, because it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. And I will see you in the trees. 7 Creeks or North Pasture. It all depends on the weather. Today we had too much wind for me to even go out with my cameras, so hopefully tomorrow the wind dies down and I can get out there and do something. Okay, bye for now.